Chen Luzhou messaged Shuji. Shuji said she had left the charger at the restaurant and would buy a new one for him. Zhu Yangqi thought Shuji did it on purpose so she could see Chen Luzhou a few more times. Chen Luzhou felt differently about Shuji. He just couldn't say no to her. Zhu Yangqi said the only thing different about Shuji was that she had a boyfriend and that Chen Luzhou liked the thrill of that. Chen Luzhou and Zhu Yangqi went out for breakfast. Zhu Yangqi said the weather was so nice. Why not go for a walk? Chen Luzhou was fine with it. Zhu Yangqi didn't want to bring Chen Xingqi along, and Chen Luzhou agreed. Shuji and the boss came to find Chen Luzhou. The boss asked if Chen Luzhou had done commercials before. Chen Luzhou said he had. When he was young, his mother had taken him to shoot a commercial. Many older kids found him cute and came to greet him. Shuji said the boss had a job for him. Chen Luzhou said he did need money, but not to the extent of selling his looks. Shuji said the boss wanted him to shoot a promotional video for the tea garden. Chen Luzhou agreed. They arrived at the tea garden. Shuji and Chai Yingying were the models. After sitting down to rest, the boss brought over water and asked Shuji to bring a bottle to Chen Luzhou. The boss said he owned the place and it was fine for the staff to take a break first, but Chen Luzhou stayed in the corner, saying he didn't want to disrupt anyone's work. Zhu Yangqi and Chen Xingqi were painting. Chen Xingqi's drawing was terrible. After a few comments from Zhu Yangqi, Chen Xingqi got angry and threw the painting off the edge. Just then, Shuji and the others returned. Chai Yingying wanted to take pictures there and was almost hit. Chen Luzhou told Chen Xingqi to apologize. Chen Xingqi refused, saying Zhu Yangqi bullied him first. Chen Luzhou said if he didn't apologize, he should pack up and go home. Chen Xingqi ran off in anger. Chai Yingying thought Shuji might be right. The two brothers really had very different personalities. Chen Luzhou called his mother. She said Chen Xingqi admired him a lot, often went into his room and wore his clothes, just wanted to become like him. She also said it wasn't easy for Chen Xingqi to do anything and told Chen Luzhou not to be so harsh. Chen Luzhou replied, "So the weaker one is always right?" His mother said she was busy and didn't have time to listen to their drama. After the call, Shuji had been following him. Chen Luzhou asked how long she intended to eavesdrop. Shuji said her mother was the same, never spoke nicely, but she couldn't deny that her mother loved her. Chen Luzhou said sometimes people become family just for mutual benefit. When he was a child, he asked his mother whether what his grandmother said was true, that he was adopted to ward off misfortune for his younger brother. His mother replied, if he wanted to stay with her forever, he had to listen to his grandma and dad. Because of the matter of going abroad, Chen Luzhou had a falling out with his father, who kept preaching about gratitude. Shuji took him somewhere on her motorcycle, picked a four-leaf clover for him, and said that now he shared in her luck. That evening, they all had dinner together. Zhu Yangqi asked Shuji if she had a boyfriend. Chai Yingying said it was her fault. She was afraid they wouldn't agree to dinner, so she made something up. Shuji said she wanted to meet Chen Luzhou's mother. She didn't know why, but her voice and tone were exactly like her own mother's. She just wanted to see for herself. Chen Luzhou agreed to find an opportunity. The boss watched the video Chen Luzhou had shot and thought it was great, asking him to do the post-production as well. Chen Luzhou agreed. When the boss found out Chen Luzhou was going abroad, he said development in China was going well. Why go abroad? Shuji overheard and said everyone had the right to make their own choices.